Welcome to the next episode of What's Crap on WhatsApp, the voice note show that investigates the crap shared in your WhatsApp groups. I'm Andisua May from podcasting company Volume.
And I'm Kate Wilkinson from Africa Check, the continent's leading fact-checking organization. Today, we have 3 claims to investigate.
Does this video show a deadly thermobaric bomb in Ukraine?
Does this graphic show the exact same explosion in Ukraine 7 years apart?
Did Putin say that there will be no World Cup to talk about after Russia's suspension? First on our list is a video posted on Facebook which shows a sudden explosion over a city skyline at night.
A series of increasingly larger and louder explosions follow, with fireballs reaching into the sky.
The caption begins, "Thermobaric bomb dropped in Ukraine. The voices of a man and a woman are heard in English. At first, they only sound alarmed, but just a minute later, the video records their terror as they run for cover."
The video's caption adds that the thermobaric bomb is the most powerful weapon after the current nuclear ones. It detonates in 2 stages. The first explodes with less force and automatically triggers the other, more powerful explosion.
Thermobaric bombs have several names: vacuum bombs, enhanced blast weapons, and fuel air bombs. The bombs are indeed rivaled only by nuclear devices.
Thermobaric bombs are said to be capable of vaporizing bodies and kill over a wide area by sucking the air out of people's lungs. But does the video really show a thermobaric bomb dropped in Ukraine?
Well, let's start with this fact. The video is almost 7 years old and a well-known document of a disaster that hit China's northeastern port city of Tianjin, just a few kilometers south of Beijing, in August 2015. The details are sketchy, but it does seem that hundreds of tons of ammonium nitrate stored at a container station in Tianjin's Binhai New area exploded in just 60 seconds on the night of 12 August 2015.
In 2020, an even larger explosion of stored ammonium nitrate destroyed large parts of Beirut, the historic capital of Lebanon.
The video on Facebook was shot by Dan Van Duren, an aircraft mechanic from the US, in the Tianjin apartment he shared with his girlfriend, who news reports identify only as Ying. It is their voices we hear in the clip. The video was captured by chance as Van Duren was filming the night sky while he and Ying awaited a meteor shower.
NBC News interviewed Van Duren after the disaster in a video that takes viewers through his and Ying's wrecked apartment. "I can't even believe this has happened," Van Duren says. "It blew out all the windows, and they are heavy windows."
This claim is crap. Next up for today is a graphic shared on Facebook in South Africa that includes 3 photos of an explosion under the headline, "Ukraine, the exact same explosion 7 years apart."
Let's see. Okay, so the first one looks as though it's a screenshot of a CNN broadcast with 2 people and a dog silhouetted against the explosion and a banner that reads, "Fiery but mostly peaceful explosion in the Ukraine."
And the other 2 photos in the graphic appear to show the same explosion, with one labeled Explosion Ukraine 2015.
Conflict between Russia and its neighbor Ukraine stretches back to 2014. But on 24 February 2022, Russia launched a new massive invasion.
This aggression has dominated world news and seen over 1,000 civilian casualties and reports of more than 1.7 million people fleeing the country. So what's the graphic implying here?
It's implying that the US-based news network CNN is falsely reporting on Russia's invasion of Ukraine, claiming a photo from 2015 shows an explosion in 2022.
But that's not the truth, right?
No. A Google reverse image search of the first photo in the graphic led us to a devastating series of photos published by CNN in March 2022.
One of the photos matched the photo used in the graphic shared on Facebook. It is captioned, "A photo provided by the Ukrainian president's office appears to show an explosion in Kyiv, early on February 24.
A number of international news organizations have reported on explosions in the Ukrainian capital since the Russian attacks began, but we could find no similar reports from 2015 and no evidence that the photo was published online before February 2022.
The 2 reports of explosions in Ukraine from 2015 we could find were about separate events outside of Kyiv. We could also find no evidence that CNN reported on anything like a fiery but mostly peaceful explosion in the Ukraine.
This claim is crap too.
Last up for today's 3 claims is also on the topic of the current Russia-Ukraine conflict. It's a graphic that claims that Russian President Vladimir Putin has threatened the 2022 FIFA World Cup.
It quotes Putin as saying, "Russia will play at the Qatar 2022 FIFA World Cup, or there will be no World Cup to talk about." Above the quote is a photo of FIFA's president holding the World Cup trophy while Putin looks on.
The FIFA World Cup is a global event in which national football teams compete for the championship title. The 2022 tournament will be held in the small Middle Eastern country of Qatar from 21 November to 18 December. But did Putin really say this?
On 28 February, FIFA released a joint statement with UEFA, the Union of European Football Associations, announcing that all Russian teams will be suspended from participating in either organization's competitions until further notice.
This was in response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The Russian Football Union, RFU, has appealed the decision in the Court of Arbitration for Sport in Lausanne, Switzerland.
In its statement, the RFU claimed that FIFA and UEFA's decision violated the fundamental rights of the RFU as a member of FIFA and UEFA, including the right to participate in competitions.
But the statement does not mention any comment by Putin or threats to the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. We have also not been able to find any credible reports of Putin saying this. If he had, it would have been global news.
There is no evidence that Putin made any statement threatening the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. It's crap.
That's all the time we have for today. Now you know what's crap and what's not.
Your friends and family can sign up for the show over WhatsApp. The number is 082 709 3527. Make sure to save us as a contact in your phone and then send us a message to confirm.
You can find the show wherever you get your podcasts, from Apple to Spotify. If you listen there, you'll find show notes and a link to the fact checks.
Remember that you can send us a WhatsApp message, a picture, video, link, or voice note that you need fact checked. Just forward them to us on WhatsApp. Our theme song is composed by John Bartman. I'm Kate Wilkinson.
And I'm Andesua May. Bye for now.
Volume.